I didn't really do much, but it seems like that we're beating the boss where we stopped last time. The only thing I did, I was grinding for a couple of days and I activated a couple of skills. That's all. And I also learned how to temper artifacts because I got a couple of potions. Really nothing special, so I wasn't consciously preparing for this special encounter at all. And this is what you need to do as well yourself. I mean, all you need, you see quest completed, all you need is like keep on playing the game. Like find out what you can collect and where. So basically do your daily chores.
According to my predictions, she should be right here. Let's head in further and explore the place. Perhaps Sylvester is hiding in a more secret location.
So all I did essentially was here. I activated a few skills. These are grindable in dungeons. You see all the dots, you can compare and contrast the dots with respect to the last video. And all I did as well is that wherever you see these artifacts as orange, here you see this orange. I have a few more artifacts, by the way. I'm using legendary mainly. When you press upgrade, you can press temper. I didn't even care about elemental ascension. And here you can use different potions, like this one or this one. And then with tempering, you get some extra percentages or extra values, for example, in case of accuracy. This is all that I was doing. And of course, wherever I could replace a legendary artifact or replace an epic artifact with a legendary one, I did it. So these are the only things. And now we're moving on. Hunting the next item. Oh, I did one more thing. I did the D&D quest. It was really disappointing, like from a perspective of story, so I chose not to make a video out of it. It was short, nothing special at all. So now we got a teleport, as well as...
There's a familiar scent of you. Closer. Come closer.
Yeah, I will. You are familiar too,
The corrupted queen.
because I think
Special permission to enter my lair.
we managed to fight her quite often in the past. And that
Sylvester is really here.
among those 300 battles.
Very well. I'll relay the news of Sylvester's presence back to Lathander and General Quaesitia. Dragonslayer, from now on, act with all due caution.
I will act with caution as always, but I really want to open this chest. Good. So where do I need to go to act with caution? Here. So this looks like a fight. Now I hope that I got strong enough. If not, then this is gonna be a really short video. Looks menacing. From Jameson, you know, from Spider-Man, is this a threat or a menace? Now we will figure it out. HP wise, there's quite a lot to lose. But you know, as Germans say, Hochmut kommt vor dem Fall, so maximal confidence comes before they actually fall. I'm checking, you know, on the bottom right corner you see the HP, that's why my camera is on the right, not on the bottom right. And time-wise we are 15 minutes. HP-wise we will look more or less okay. Because we're getting shield, we're getting healing. I really hope that we can make it. Because, you know, the opponent's damage dealing abilities are quite high, so it can happen that we lose one of the heroes. But by this time, you should have gotten more than enough resources to get 5 synchronizable legendary champion. Synchronizable in a sense that you need a 3-2 formation to maximize what other games call the aura. So for me, we have Frost and we have the yellow. These are the Frost ones. You see they are triple. And then there are these two champions. Now I think we're gonna do this really quickly, unless there is another boss mechanic after losing all these 4.38 million or 43 million? No, 4.3 million HP. Quite a lot of HP will be lost. Yeah, a lot of fun. I think that after this, I've explored everything on the map, so is this the final boss? I don't think it's a final boss because there should be some dragon somewhere. This doesn't look like a dragon. Looks really menacing, except when they vanish, you know, because the special effects need to be rendered. What's up with the minions? We have these level 180 things as well, but they are all gone. Magic. So now I'm intrigued. Is this the meteorite? Looks like it.
Are you seeking the truth? Then we shall reveal it to you. Millennia ago, when a child of chaos waged his devastating war against the world, you were present. When Inquietum ravaged the material plane and reduced countless lives to ashes, you were present as well.
That's why you have seasons, I guess.
And that day, when the leader of the rebellion stormed in and confronted the mother of dragons, you were present too!
Oh, what are you talking about? I don't mind whose grand design it is. You need a psychologist.
Delusional fools. The insolent rebel who once had life. With my very own hands, I had his soul torn asunder. Do you finally remember? Child of Chaos.
Thou hast recovered all thy memories, child of chaos. It is time to meet thine other half. He is hidden in thy shadow, tucked away in thy heart. Now go, into the water, into the dream. Step beyond the veil.
So I am
Well, who do we have here?
the child of chaos, right?
A lost corpse, a devourer of time, or the principal culprits behind all disasters. The river winds and meanders and flows back to its source. You have escaped to this place once more, but hasn't every path that could be traversed already been crossed? Hasn't everything that could have happened already occurred? You chase after the future, yet you are constantly confronted by a past you have never experienced. By a self that no longer exists. You seek answers, yet you find puzzles. You desire finality, but you return to the beginning. How tragic. How comedic.
The final act. Behind the curtain. To see for certain, I guess. Oh, the deer.
Look at you, Such a natural actor. Hypocrisy is your greatest gift. You've busied yourself collecting sparkly little stones, delivered letters with no recipients, and saved a deer that perished. You have killed many dragons, so many more than you could scarce imagine. You stripped them of their sanity and utterly destroyed their pride. You made them into slaves, into fuel for war. Perhaps you melt the snow-capped mountains and boil the oceans, then pickle the surviving islands with the salt of those boiled remains. This way, nothing will ever resist your will again, if you so desire. Tormented body decayed into a pool of twisted flesh. A swollen womb, giving birth to an infinite number of unfortunate souls. Lambs are sacrificed to the butcher, as victims bow to their benefactors. Whose handiwork is this absurd play? You're probably thinking, but what care of this is mine? But all truths are twisted, and time is a loop. This moment salvages all that lies ahead, and your former self questions the words of the present. How could you say it bears no relation? You dare assume the Dark Lady shall leave you be. She makes you think you're a hero and uses you to destroy yourself. Now, do you still want to strike at your other half, the child of chaos?
Looks like a final battle. A final battle.
You're finally here. From the beginning of your long journey, I've been here waiting for you. I am your other half, your past and your future. I am you. The world calls us the child of chaos. The Dragon Queen tore our soul apart, but we are destined to be one again. You are the agent of chaos, a subverter of worldly order, and also a hybrid of order and chaos. A child, cast out by their mother. The world has been fooled by the Dragon Queen for far too long. All existence is a lie, all sparks are bound to be extinguished, and all order is fleeting. We must kill the Dragon Queen, overthrow this twisted order, and build a genuine world.
Let's be provocative. Your actions have led to endless disasters.
Order. That's just blind faith in authority, and mindless obedience to the past. Ruthless laws rule the world, with no regard for the tiny beings that inhabit it. Since existence itself is spurious, it is meaningless. Only in a new world of chaos can all things truly come into being. The one who gave birth to you, the one who tore you apart, the one who abandoned you, the one who guided you here. Mother of dragons, and the dragon god, Tiamat.
Tiamat is not bad in a Terraria restart, but I guess it's a different Tiamat.
We haven't succeeded yet, but one day we will kill the Dragon Queen.
So the Dragon Queen is the child of Chaos's mother, and the child of Chaos is me. So the Dragon Queen gave birth to me. Interesting.
It's ridiculous how you attempt to view the Dragon Queen through a mortal lens. Her offspring are no more than tools for her to maintain her position. Merely silent sacrifices. Under her rule, she sent you here only because she cannot kill us. She wants us to kill each other.
So what does this have to do with me? That's a legitimate question.
Fate is a circle. It's not only the past, but also the future. It may take you a mere moment to make your choice, but this path is eternal. Even if you continue moving forward, you will always end up returning here.
Okay, so as some people say in Twin Peaks, is this future or is this past? It's a circle, so future is the past is the future. Okay, I've made my choice, whatever that is.
Come, let us fuse together as one, and be whole again. The landing is short to make significant life. Return to your true, eternal destiny.
This is a difficult one. Shall I accept it or shall I reject it? That's actually a tough decision. Because if you think about it, yeah, it's a really tough decision. Is there a way back? That's a good. One thing for sure. If I accept it, I go up against the Dragon Queen, and I think that fight is meant to happen anyway. So if I reject it, then what happens? I will need some information. So DragonHeir Season 1. I'll tell you what is going on. Because these are irreversible, these choices. I met the Child of Chaos. He asks me to fuse. I can accept it or reject it without spoiling the story. Is this decision irreversible? Does this decision matter at all? We'll need to examine this first. Couldn't find any definitive sources. Amazing. So this is the season 3 endgame. Final chapter. What about now? Search for some new. No, sorry, not season 3. Didn't find anything. Now that's information. Sorry, not season 3, season 1, but chapter 3, final act. Even then, most likely won't see. Even ready threats and everything else. Fuse, don't fuse choice in season 1, chapter 3, final act appears to be mostly a narrative visual choice and not an irreversible branching or drastically changes. So, treat the choice as a dramatic moment rather than a permanent divergence path. No widely reported alternate endings or permanently lost content die. Okay, good to know. That's all I wanted to know. Shall I accept it or shall I reject it? What do you think? Write it in the comments. I won't stop the video though. Given that we are like one, and order, there is no order without chaos and there is no chaos without order. Fusing the two, I've been doing things that were like orderly, he was doing things that were chaos-like. Fusing the two, I mean, why not? It is not my destiny, actually.
Defeat me to retrieve the power of your other half. You will become the complete child of chaos and reclaim your own destiny, descending into the darkest abyss of suffering.
And that's my choice, basically, what I do.
I'm ready.
I forgot to add any extras. Extras meaning like potions or something. Only 2.3 million HP, that's not that much. I think no matter what I do, this battle would have happened anyway. I've seen stronger opponents. Looks menacing and all. What? Not that effective. I think my team is a lot more effective. Not in PvP, not a damage monster, but just to go through the story. This is a cool team. That's why if I go through the whole story, like what is the point in farming more things? I think I will just stop playing. And then I'll decide if I want to get back to season 2 or not. I'm sure that I'll be kicked out from the guild. Who cares? There are other guilds. Looks like this will end today. The fusion at least.
Come on, Gwenevere. Let's have some fun.
How many hours of work went into animating all this? Oh, another battle. It's a 20 minutes long battle. I mean, if I have like some constructive criticism on DragonHeir, these 20 minutes long battles are an overkill. You know, even in Etheria Restore, the Infinity Train concept is horrible. Here as well, like 20 minutes long in theory. In practice it's gonna be a lot less because I brought some great heroes. But it's quite a lot. I hope this is the last one and there is not gonna be a third form. Opponent is already on level 180. Now 200 is a very good round number, so we may face some level 200 opponents. I wouldn't be surprised if there was some time capped content all the way until like day 90, day 80, because we have a quarter of a year as a season and there may be something coming near the end. I wouldn't be surprised about it. Please don't take a third form. I've seen this enough. This is enough. And for my team, please survive, especially on the left hand side. And all of you, because I don't want to restart this battle obviously. What is that hand? In the middle there is some slate hand or something, or maybe that's some graphical issue. Oops. I don't know what's going on, but I don't feel confident right now. We're getting the shield, but the number of attacks are increasing. We'll need to quickly get this over with, because if we don't, I won't be able to heal forever. The last million. Can we do it, or do we have to start it all over again? I'm fighting for... Please, well, I'm pretending that I'm fighting for like... Let's get this over with now. Oops. The shield came at the right time, but on the right hand side, the D&D hero is about to is dead. We now have 3 more heroes. The fate of everyone lies in those 3 heroes. One of them looks stunned. 640,000. We're really close to the resolution, but we can die at any moment, and the opponent is quite determined. Now we got shield again, but the shield is getting destroyed because we're getting this golden thing. Not saying shower because it means something else. Now, not implying that he was like doing anything like this because of the golden droplets or whatever. We have 2 heroes left. 400,000, less than 10% of the HP is left, but we just have 2 units left. But the good news is that if they are healing, they can focus their healing on those 2 heroes. But we're taking all the damage as well. And we're dead. Just before the end. Horrible. It may happen that this is not the last video. Okay, first. Upgrade hero equipment. I'm happy to do this. So I'll show you what I usually do. Okay. So back to world. Yeah, we will talk quite soon. Now I have 270 bread. Haven't gotten the supplies for today, but I won't, because tough luck. Now, what can I do? First of all, yeah, whatever.
Come to me, Gwenevere, my loyal friend.
Whatever I can upgrade, I will upgrade. So, for example, I got some material And I'll finish this with the D&D hero, by the way. This is the D&D hero. His name is a bit hard to remember, also pronounce. So, doesn't matter. He has a Black Panther. Maybe his artifacts can be tempered. For example, this one. We got some. Defense percentage, that helps. The survival. Okay. We have a few more artifacts. Temper. Even if it's flat defense, I mean, anything that helps. I won't start managing a huge inventory of artifacts. I'll just use what I have right now. Even if it's flat defense. I know that that +5 flat defense won't really matter. Okay. What is this? I mean, this setback is actually good for the video. I know that you expected maybe to get over with all this and just finish with the story. No, no. But you may get into trouble like this one. So in that case, just use the inventory to figure out what else to do. So here we cannot do much. Here we could, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The interface is bad because I'm not seeing. So ice, ice. These are all ice, okay. But I'm not seeing the hero itself. Ice negative, but I'm not having like any more orange. That's bad. Okay, let's go back.
The forest shall forever have a place for us humans.
Every choice comes with a price.
Is the outside world as
Keep quiet.
Okay, so now what I can also do is let's do some farming, because why not? So you go to growth, and we will need gold and yellow. So talent, we're gonna go to level 12 and we'll try it, because once again, why not? I should have been moving forward, by the way. I didn't do it. And if it's easy enough, then we may even try the subsequent one. Because this gives us some extra skills. And with those extra skills we may be able... we're really close. That's the thing.
Everything is under control.
I'm sure there is gonna be some boss at the end, because these are waves.
frost and snow?
Keep striving everything. Feel the pain.
But the 20-minute long fight, I know that the last fight is supposed to be theatrical, but why so theatrical? Why so serious? Now, where does the problem lie? With the time limit or with the health? So, looks like it's not the end of the world. Looks like it's not the hardest thing on the world right now. But we still need to finish it in about 3 minutes. Hopefully we'll be able to do it. I mean, it's just 780k HP. And this is the issue that some of this farming is overly long. It's like in Raid. It works as a background battle. Oh, and I was so stupid. Why didn't I press 3? Oh, I cannot press 3x with. I'm actually not stupid. At least on this. Because 2x is the maximum for the first ever clear. And I think I'm strong enough now to clear this. Okay. So we got this. And the droplets, there is a first time droplet part plus these skill stones. These white ones especially. This is what I'm interested in. Okay, I won't try the next one. But I'll do a redeploy. And auto raid 40 and we'll do 2 in total. And now we can do 3x speed as well, so we'll do this twice. And then we'll see what we're gonna get. Because these are some skill upgrades. I can also replace the artifacts because I could get better artifacts for damage dealing and for survivability as well. And the fact that we can make it today is already in itself a privilege. Because you saw that it's really, really close. They said it's a final act. Okay, so we'll do 2 of these fights. For some reason, this is not the most effective team that I can imagine here. For some reason this is a bit slow. and we'll definitely need to improve the skills of the team, so that's why I'm grinding this thing. And then one other thing I can do is go to the camp and see what we can do in the camp. You know, the camp is the area, maybe you saw this in the very first video, that was basically copied by Watcher of Realms. I just have a few days of experience of Watcher of Realms in total, but that camp is a quite memorable location. We have a camp as well. And this is what you need to do whenever you hit a setback. Just farm. And farm strategically, so farm things that you can use. So with these frost and snow people, evidently, I can hopefully upgrade some of the skills. Now, if it turns out that I have to farm this 20 more times, obviously it will not stay in the video. Because then I will gradually do this over the next couple of days or weeks. So there is a reason why this is supposed to be a 90-day long thing. So I got the extras, amazing, 4x raid. And there is the second battle still left. At this stage I'm not worried at all about this level of the dungeon. Now you understand what work lies behind most of my videos, not only here, but also in other games. Same thing. I don't show you these background like grinding things. At least most of the time. And now the final boss. We will have to see that with these 3x4 battles, how much I can achieve in terms of skills. Because if it's not enough, by far not enough, then I know at least now that I won't be able to do much. And then you can also explore. So the reason why these games are set up this way is that it guides even beginners like myself. So that we know that we need to experiment with the interface and get stronger in multiple ways. Like one of the ways is, so there is a depth first and a breadth first. Depth first means that you have a team that seems to be working together, like more or less, and then you just make them stronger. It oftentimes works, but it doesn't always work. Because imagine that you only have attackers, melee units that die in a second. But they are not protected by anyone and they don't get healing. In that case, you can make them 20% stronger, 50% stronger, worst case they die in 1.5 seconds. So it's just not worth working on this. What you need to understand is the skills themselves and the synergy. And there, given that most people don't have enough experience, then the right picks, even with epics, they help a lot. And in that case you can also do some research into what teams work, what teams don't work, with some AI assisted research that works absolutely. Because AI, once again, it doesn't think, it just aggregates the opinions of people. Because if people report, for example on Reddit, I don't have time to check that out, that they have a team that is excellent, the AI can aggregate all this and give me the information. Okay, so we got the 4x. All these skill stones, that's excellent. And then back to the world. Because I just finished this part. Okay, let's get going. X and hero skills. So 13 years, amazing, whatever years. I'm interested in your skills. So 0. Convert. How can we get 150 of this? Okay, insufficient. No, we cannot convert this. We can. This red one needs to be mined later. So in a at a later stage.
Lovely the sea is, cloaked in starlight.
That looks mythical.
The Queen's spies are nearby.
This is also mythical territory already. So I was farming for no reason for these heroes at least. But for this hero, I should still be able to get 2 skills unlocked, and this helps. And the remaining ones, I mean, I have 10 chests, but I would need 90 in total. And Dungeon Frost Domain, it's the same dungeon, so, you know, we need to farm this, but in a later location. Let's go to the camp quickly and let's see what we can do. So I can obviously come up with amazing recipes that give us some buffs. Fire damage, no. Cold damage and attack for 600 seconds. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. In fact, you know what? I'll cook a couple. Yeah, tough luck. Anyway. Lightning, radiant, poison. Cold damage 5% and defense plus 10%. You know what? I'll cook a few. Especially damage plus defense. That helps quite a lot. 14. Still common. Okay. It determines the number. No. Max HP 10% and attack 5%. This is a safe one, irrespective of affinity or anything. Let's cook. Fine, common, whatever. Accuracy plus 15, but I own 7. Defense accuracy, accuracy resistance. And these are already purple. So whatever I see here are purple, blue, they are like less important because I have them in stock. So that's the cooking part. We can also summon here. In fact, I have 4. Oftentimes I forget this, by the way. Select 3 labels to find. So poison, dwarf, sheen elf. No idea. Let's summon something. I mean, we got a rare. Okay, let's continue. Well, actually, we didn't get the rare. We just got some extra material. Yeah, just let's get this over with. We got another currency, okay. In fact, it doesn't matter what I select at this stage. Most likely we got another rare. No, just the gift, that's okay. And now we're over with the summons. that halves the currency. Okay, that was it. Now we can go to the forge and regular, rare, epic, legendary, and there is no mythical. So let me go to the forge.
Upholding the Dragon Queen's laws is my life's only calling.
A forge basically one out of everything. Oh, I'll do 5 more and 5 more, 6 more, until I get, because this is lightning, I need frost. Okay, 8 more. There you go, I got the frost one, amazing. And then I have material for 7, I'll forge these. Unfortunately it's not lightning, so I ran out of materials here, and I don't have anything better, just these.
That is what I believe. So I came here in search of clues. As it happens, I was thinking, since our goals both involve demons, being unfamiliar with Adentia, I couldn't be happier to have the companionship of local adventurers. He is a powerful Balar by the name. My friends and I exhausted ourselves in banishing him from the material plane. So in our they hail from the infinite. Someone with ill intent must have used a demon summoning spell to bring. I too come from another plane. Here I am, intending to drive him back into the abyss once more.
We don't need to challenge him, we just need whatever we can get. What is this?
Deplorable people, to be so bewildered by chaos.
Okay, I don't mind about this part. By the way, for letters, we can always collect whatever we get. Also the contests and everything else. More forge materials, more dice.
So bewildered by chaos.
Also here, psychotic, yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Elemental affinity. So, Whitefire. No. Permafrost. Level 5. Good. That helps a bit, even if it's not much. What is this honor? Oh, this is just some unlocking. I don't mind about this. Nothing got unlocked now. Level 4. This is good for forge material, but we're not in need for this. Okay, I don't mind about this, but maybe I do, so... just in case. Because especially these collections sometimes have some extra. Here, for example. Yeah, there you go. Wish it was the higher level reward. But I mean, every little helps, as people in Tesco say. So, we've been there with the forge. I haven't... yeah, this is just drilling ground tutorial. No. Okay. Temporal contest. Oh, that's a PvP contest. I don't want it, at least now. But what I could want is the shop. So, it's called exchange. So here, I was slacking in the arena But you know what? I have enough currency for 2 scrolls. Token shop? No. Essence of creation always helps. So whatever we can buy. I'll deplete the stock. I don't know why they couldn't do it all at once, but anyway. Ore and gold, I don't mind about that. We have 50 of these currencies. Scholar scrolls are not the ones that I want that much, but this thing anytime. Glory shop is just cosmetics. I don't believe in cosmetics. Okay, random legendary. This is what we want, and the yellow one. Oh, not the yellow one, the frost one. We got a frost one, amazing. That's what I was looking for. And then master scroll. Still need to do something for it. What about the season shop? We ran out of currency. Okay. This helps. So we got some more things from the web shop. We can leave. And now
Don't misunderstand. This is simply a necessary price to pay for wisdom.
skills are maxed out.
Ice can preserve beauty. Or
Your skills are maxed out too, right? No, actually your skills are not yet maxed out. That helps. Because you're part of the team. What about your skills?
my brother prefers me to keep my distance
Okay,
from outside.
what about your skills? We haven't even gotten started. So maybe you get 5 skills. Remember, you don't need new heroes once you get a healthy legendary roster, and I have like 11 legendaries already. You need these skill scrolls, like badly. And given that I don't have many melee units, and this is like a regular fighter, not like a caster, whatever else, I need to upskill him as well. So yellow, yellow, white, white, white. Amazing. So that's it for the skills, because I managed to get 7 scrolls. I will get more scrolls in the future. Then the next thing is artifacts. So we'll go to the artifact location, and wherever I see something fishy, we're skipping this unit, but I'm seeing something fishy right here. And we have a level 20 one, so we'll equip this and upgrade all the way to 20. That's one thing. The second thing is that here we can upgrade this to 20 because we bought enough currency. Remember, that's what I went for in the web shop. We can swap around the relics or whatever these are, doesn't matter. At this stage I'm just making sure that I have maximized equipment on everyone. Okay.
The city of the forest embraces every friend.
30 years is too long for a fool, while 3,000 years is too...
And now we can go back to the adventure. And we can try the fight again, just to see behind the curtain. Come on. So before starting the fight, I crafted a couple of buffs. Cold damage 5%, attack 10%. Or cold damage defense 10%. do we want more attack or do we want more defense? Best defense is offense often the times in many games. But maybe I can try both. I mean, first the more defense part. And unfortunately we can only have one. So we added the buff that we just cooked. And now comes the second iteration. So unfortunately we still have to fight the first one because the timer is common for both rounds. We got more skills, we got better artifacts, we got other things too. Also the food, it is a temporary buff, so at this stage I would not worry. Now if I die on the first round, that would be worrying. But we're not gonna get there. I still haven't started swapping around artifacts because I'm quite sure that there are some stupid stats in there. Sometimes I literally just found an artifact of, let's say, legendary quality, and without paying attention, I was just paying attention on the sets, not the stats themselves that much. Because those were my first ever legendaries, like artifacts. So we can optimize artifacts, we can farm artifacts, I can do a lot of things. Now comes the second part, and now we need to survive. We got the 10% extra defense, which is good for casters, good for healers. The reason why I chose defense and not offense initially is simple. We need to survive until we get healed. So it's all about healing. Oh, by the way, these were just the minions. Now the transformation, now we got the golden one. So it's all about surviving until we get enough healing. We cannot do this with attack, because we need to grind down a lot of, quite a lot. Now, what we can do with attack is that maybe that last 400,000 that we couldn't do would have been like finished, but it's a bit luck dependent. What I want is to make sure that we heal by the time our health meter drops, and if we can get damaged more slowly, then we can stay alive. And we can deal a lot more damage over time. That's why I chose defense. Hopefully this makes sense. Because we died near the very end. And you see that we're surviving right now, and we don't have the same crisis in terms of HP that we had before. Now, don't get me wrong, they are getting damage. And also last time it was around half time. Because you need to read what's this. Removes all buffs from the unit with the highest HP, dealing necrotic damage and inflicting, oops, 20% healing prohibition. Or not 20 seconds healing prohibition. So we cannot heal for 20 seconds, that's quite bad. So when the half mark is reached, you see this buff meter, that's when we cannot heal for 20 seconds. These kinds of things. Now we're getting something bad. You see, that's another thing. Now we're still alive and we're below the halfway mark. I don't know if what I did was enough or not enough. The second hero is dangerously low in health. The first hero is dangerously low in health. This is not funny. Because we're making progress, but who knows? Living on the edge once again. The D&D hero is about to die. No, we got shield the very last second. Now we got to that 400,000 just like before, and all 5 of the heroes are still alive. Maybe one of them stays alive. Hopefully there is gonna be no more special attacks, surprise attacks. 200,000, 180,000. All 5 are still alive, barely but alive. The first hero is about to die, and it's over. It was difficult.
In the endless darkness, you fall downward. You hear a soft sigh, and a mysterious force pulls you out of the planar rift.
Something tells me this is not the final battle. Something else tells me that I won't be able to do the final battle today. Not because of skill, but because of time gating. Dark Lady.
Thou hast come before me once again, my child. As expected, thy defeated thine other half, recovering thy complete self. Yes.
Are you a dragon?
But within thee flows the blood of another, a lineage from chaos, imbued with the inquietum by which thou wert birthed. Thousands of years ago, thou set upon thy path of betrayal, allying thyself with the silent gods of the planar rift. Thou wert determined to subvert order across all planes, making chaos the master of it all. Thy legions occupied the Chaos Universum, triggered madness in the dragons, and swept up the world in war. It finally culminated in an assassination attempt on my life. When that failed, I rent thy soul in twain with my very own hands. Through the power of belief, thy body was reconstructed and reborn. One half inherited thy former powers and thoughts, the other half, devoid of memories, believing thyself to be ordinary. By gathering the Child of Chaos's fragments, thou gradually regained thy memories and power, which consequently revived thine other half. That was when I intervened and guided thee to confront him. In your battle, the power unleashed by the Child of Chaos destroyed the planar boundary. As you fell through the planar rift, you got swallowed by chaos energy. I sent thee back throughout the journey. Thou hast already proven thyself through action. Chaos is timeless and inextinguishable, and the same is true of the Child of Chaos. He is entwined with thy soul, residing therein. He never vanished. Thy two halves merged into one, and so became whole. Thou, myself, this world. They are all real in this very moment, are they not? Do not truth and falsehood, good and evil, chaos and order guide all things in the world? Is chaos itself not a part of this world? But what of those who doubt reality? To what faith can they cling? Not but empty words. Thou canst now continue thy journeys and adventures in this world. My gaze shall yet be upon thee, watching as thy new tales unfold. I pray that hereafter thou shan't choose to oppose order.
Okay. Chapter 3, the final act is complete. New beginning. What is this? I don't think there is a chapter 4 because there are 3 maps in total and we've found all the maps.
Master, the severed soul has rejoined as one. The present Child of Chaos has obliviated our calling. Master, bestow your guidance upon us. No. The might within the blood is undeniable. Come, descend onto the new world. Child of Chaos, my heir.
What now? Something is familiar, but we got a new quest. Is this near the Dragon Cave, maybe?
An unusual scent wafts from the path ahead. You sense that it is coming from the direction of the Blue Oak.
Yeah, that's the Dragon Cave.
As you follow your line of sight, you spot an eerie magic nexus radiating an ominous power. You can feel that power resonating with you.
So long have we been awaiting your arrival.
Okay, I'm happy to arrive.
We're much obliged that you answered our call, Master. The Child of Chaos. Everything and anything. All of creation. I shall upend this rotten order and forge a radical world. And you are the key to it all. Our Pathfinder, the Child of Chaos. The time has come. Now, make the right choice.
What choice? Oh, we have to fight. But you're not even bosses.
There's no need for alarm. It's merely a little test.
Quite a little. Level 100 only? This is a weird test. Oh, what's the catch? Why am I fighting a level 100 opponent? This doesn't make any sense to me.
Yes, this power. It is you, the Child of Chaos, my scion. But it is not enough. Not enough. Your power, it extends far beyond this. I have come to guide you, my scion.
There is no one in sight, yet a voice is echoing in your mind. The voice brims with authority, as if it could shatter any object and drive one to their knees.
What wrong decision? I made the wrong decision. All because you never peered into the past. What do you mean? And I think I can just make the wrong decision at this stage, so no matter what. This is some corporate bullying in this cult. Of course, start the game all over again, past equals the future, and then make a better decision in the future. What is this? Fall of... what? A new chapter.
Salty ocean breeze whistles by, and once again you peel your eyes open. Your feet are planted on a soft, sandy beach. You have no idea why Penultima has brought you here, but for now, it seems moving onward is the only option.
Yeah, why are we here? It's a new location. So, this is one of the maps, this is the second one, this is the third one, and it looks like we have a fourth chapter in here.
Hail, friend from afar.
An enthused male voice pipes up from a short distance away. You look toward its direction, only to see a man in a cage.
Kind soul, would you be so kind as to lend a hand and ship this cage? I say, why aren't you coming over? You want me to bend my knees? How's this? It's a rather proper meal, wouldn't you say?
Interesting. So we got a new place. These other riddles where I'm always right, except when I'm not. And it looks like a new chapter. With fast travel. Okay, what do you want with this? Okay, here is the cage.
Azure skies, golden beaches, and not an iron bar in sight. The name's Filto. A pleasure to meet you, my friend. Oh, you don't know? Sounds like you're one of those poor wretches who got lost at sea. This is In Crescent, part of the Aethercane, the last sacred land in Edenthia, in the realm of the Sheen Elves. Sunbathing, savouring the sea breeze, surrounded by gorgeous Sheen Elves. Isn't it just a paradise? Absolutely not. Entertaining such ideas will get you where it landed me. Locked up behind bars, blasted by the scorching sun, and swallowed up by a tidal wave.
Yeah, but why were you locked up?
Brings us back to the Sheen Elves. Even if you've never stepped foot on Crescent, you're sure to have heard tell of the Sheen Elves' remarkable beauty. The fairest Sheen Elf in all in Crescent is none other than the princess, Losenia. Her lustrous silken tresses and eyes of sapphire once glimpsed are nigh unforgettable. What? No. Losenia and I are in love. That domineering brother of hers, Thelendor, Lord of Increscenta, is jealous of our relationship, constantly getting in the way of our love. Take it from me, my friend. Do not provoke Increscent Sheen Elves. They're arrogant and callous, inflexible in their dogma, regard outlanders as enemies, and torture them indiscriminately. Oh, except for my sweet Losenia, of course. She's so beautiful and tender. Not a hair of hers is at fault. That said, you must be keen to glimpse Losenia in all her beauty and splendor, surely. Follow me.
So you'll introduce me to Losenia. Okay, this will not happen in this video though. So we'll talk later. That's a surprising new chapter. And I may ask, how many chapters are there? In DragonHeir Silent Gods Season 1. I finished the 3rd chapter on the rot, you know, undying or undenying skilk, or something like this. Now I am in, and where am I? What is this? Celestia Sands. Okay. It looks like chapter 4. Just for context. Now, how many chapters are there in total? Only 24 chapters in season 1. I don't believe this. Other than the short otherworld story at the end of the season. 24 chapters. 24 main chapters. So out of 24, this is only chapter 4. I don't believe this. Otherworld story happens afterwards. Okay, I don't know what is coming and when. This doesn't look like the Otherworld. So... oh, let's see this. Because you see, Nytheria region, quests, fights, everything. And then we have this isle, corridor, breaker reef. At least that's what I'm seeing. These are the locations that I've seen so far. Okay, so on the map we can see Nytheria region, 2nd southern Edenthia, 3rd Tenebria, and 4th Aethercairn. Is there anything else where I can expect missions? Let's see this. Context is still there. It's searching the web. This is the map. That area is like on the... I've 100% completed the story, just space for some potential future area not decided to use. So, summary table region. contains active missions, these 4 yes. Remaining gray clouded areas. Unused background geography may be expanded. So if they redid the chapter, then or not the chapter, if they redid the whole thing again and added some more missions, then there could be some 5th one. But this is surprising. So here it looks like that we're gonna have some missions in the future, plus some final conclusion with some dragons also in the future. So this will await us in a future video. So DragonHeir is not concluded yet, just the 3rd chapter is concluded, and now we are on chapter 4.